It's 10 p.m. Do you know where your children are? It's time now for the Peter Channel 10 o'clock news and it's late Tuesday, June 7th, 2016. Get everybody, I'm Peter Wiggins here. 10 o'clock news on this late Tuesday night. And then the top story at 10 is... Former Secretary of State Hillary Clinton has won the Democratic presidential primary in New Jersey, and Senator Bernie Sanders has been projected to win the Democratic caucuses in North Dakota. Split victories that are now one Clinton will claim the Democratic nomination. The Republican Party devolved into the odd civil war Tuesday ends. Donald Trump defended his racially tinged criticism of a federal judge overseeing a lawsuit alleged fraud by Trump University. After coming under fire by Republican leaders for attending that protest outside a Donald Trump campaign rally and found in the violence, would not go unchecked. The San Jose Police Department on Tuesday released identities of 4 teenagers. Days after a sexual assault victim wrote in and read a powerful letter to a Stanford University academic, the 2 graduate students who intervened during an assault and stated they wouldn't believe our words. Dylan S. Roof is accused of fatally shooting 9 black parishioners last year in a Charleston, South Carolina church, and Governor Charles Kitts about Dylan Roof. On Saturday, Donald Trump tried summoning different and endorsed his first congressional primary candidate, GOP Representative Renee Elmers. 4 people have been detained in connection with the car bomb attack targeting a police bus that killed 11 people in Tuesday in Istanbul, Turkey state, when a total agency report cited police officials. London faced with a very real threat of the British for the next to the European Union in just over 2 weeks. Prime Minister David Cameron on Tuesday night made an impassioned plea for the country to stick with an organization that he acknowledged. German Chancellor Angela Merkel was named the world's most powerful woman by Forbes for the 6th consecutive year. Razik Jafari gave up his work as a bicycle taxi operator in Mawaj, to protect his 3-year-old son, Qasim Jafari, left in a country where opposition attacks have been increased. NFL is looking at the Twitter account came in to be hacked when a post reported that Commissioner Roger Goodell had died. One twin Senator surviving sister has been charged for murder. Mari now has obtained information containing new details in a diesel crash reported last week in the Milwaukee area of East Plunge 200 feet. The Senate passed legislation Tuesday evening to allow the federal government to regulate every chemical sold on the market in the United States. Woman in Delaware. Police in Delaware say they arrested a suspect at the bank robbery after he locked himself out of his getaway car. The influential head of the House Finance Service Committee went through away with the most of the Wall Street regulations passed by Congress in the wake of the 2008 financial crisis. San Leandro, a 12-year-old boy with 7 erratic women tried to rob a bank accounts at the same land on Monday is recovering from surgery and doing well, police lieutenant said on Tuesday. Anchorage, Alaska, the World Bank selected the 2016 global growth forecast went into 2.4% from 2.9% estimated in January due to similarly low commodity prices, sluggish demand, and event economy's weak trade. Tokyo Asia shares held new 6-week highs on Wednesday on a brighter outlook in the energy sector who hopes that the U.S. Federal Reserve will not raise interest rates in the coming months after the disappointing of the weak U.S. Alright, stocks down. Up 79.5 at 79.28. S&P 5 up 2% 72 to the 112.13 and Nasdaq down 696 at 4,961.35. Alright. Take a look at some local news. In Norton, Joseph Graham has spent 5 to 10 hours a week volunteering maintaining cemetery graves in the Timberman Plain Cemetery. So when they read that time, officials could determine his great decorations despite the attack he was shot. His dedication to the cemetery began just a month after his wife Betty died 2 years ago. At the funeral, Graham said the friends and family were forced to send about a mud as they huddled around their wife's grave. As 5 weeks to see Bob Pluto with dirt and weeds, Graham decided to attend the grave himself, planting the grassing in and doing the side before the few couple decorations. North Federal Representative Tom Meany nearly decided Monday night to spend $13,600 on a federal program that could save residents money on flood insurance. Florida, Foxborough, most people shut up about Beyonce, but Nicole Harrington, Friday's counselor, let's say was all about the opening net. As DJ Khaled personally delivered tickets, Beyonce caught to the Foxborough woman. Foxborough, local restaurant owner, accused in 2014 of decently touching 3 teenage girls, has been to reduce misdemeanor charge of assault and battery and now probation. Atterbury, Mayor Kevin Newman has forged in a $3,688 cost of living raise to $119,261 solely because of the city's budget problems. Rentham, Pleasantville, Minnesota, according to mental health, advice to determine whether he is coming to the sand travel for alleged reporting the false bomb threat that was in this court last Wednesday. North Atterbury, Representative Tom Meany approved a $78 million general budget that is expected to bring school layoffs. Boston, a layman accused of striking a Massachusetts state police trooper with his motorcycle has been arraigned. Daniel DeBrich has pleaded not guilty Tuesday but was assault with a woman. Beth is with Deaconess Medical Center to charge operating under the influence, assault on battery with a dangerous weapon and include related crimes. The 26 route was taken on also Saturday. Crash to Revere Beach. Boston 5 up. Massachusetts 9. Democratic U.S. House members face no Republican charges this fall. A European space mission has achieved the closest thing to a true free fall ever so far. A human created object demonstrated technology need to build a future observatory that will be hunt for gravitational waves so far from Earth. Scientists said. By definition, black holes are objected to have so much matter concentrated in a single point that nothing in light can escape from within a certain region of space around them. Fish can be trained to recognize human face. Researchers reported on Tuesday fish don't have the brain structure called an abstract that people and domestic animals use to recognize faces. Electric eels are sophisticated and just being crude giant batteries that discharge shocks. U.S. salt industry have been holding steady for decades at about the same as global average. Like, tingling and violence from mental illness as after shooting what it does to settle an initial shock competitor has debated somewhat. Fearful minds begin and cast by the explanation. To win a fight against civil, we need to increase screening and detection among them. High-risk individuals from once a year to every 3 months. Washington sent out the designer director specialist that operates like fentanyl implicated in the death of pop star Prince of President French for the U.S. And now look at your insert alert at 10:06. Get your channel news time. Now 10:06, and it's time now for a Trevor report on this late Tuesday night. Let's study off in Rhode Island, where take a look at Rhode Island, where looking good hours about was used to take Sector 130 and the West Bantat, also on the Newport Bridge. 95 minutes up Bantat, also after Route 1 in Sharon all the way down at Main Street. Surface is up on the North Bantat, also on the split down in Quincy. 120 minutes up Bantat, also around Island Street and Needham to Great Plain Avenue, Mass Park on the West Bantat, so from South Boston all the way at the Austin Brett Tolls. 120 on the stop on the North Bantat, also on the Beverly Dimensions by the sea stretch. I-91 and the Mass Park interchanges in Chickpea's logo, also Mass Park in 290, 395 are a little slow. Up in New Hampshire, 93 on the South Bantat, also on 89 and Concord Archer. 101 on the West Bantat, also on the Manchester New Hampshire stretch. Main Turbine on the South Bantat, also around Gray, Maine. 87 on the North Bantat, also around the Plattsburgh stretch, headed towards the Canadian border. 95 on the South Bantat, also between Waterville and Augusta. Down in Connecticut, I-84 in the East Bantat, it is slow from West Hartford all the way to downtown Hartford. I-91 on the South Bantat, so after I-84. I-84 on the West Bantat, it is so after Route 8 in Waterbury. 95 on the North Bantat, also around Bridgeport stretch. Route 8 in the South Bantat, also around Bridgeport. 95 on the South Bantat, slow around Greenwich. Mirror Parkway in the North Bantat, also around the Norwalk stretch. 670 on the South Bantat, it did so from 270 all the way to Long Expressway. 295 on the South Bantat, also around the Queens. Long Expressway sold before 295. FDR Drive and the North Band and South Bantat also between FDR Drive all the way to Longstown and Lincoln Tunnel in the East Bantat. It is logo, but the Jersey Turnpike South Bantat closed from Newark all the way down to Edison. And 2 in the West Bantat, also in Newark stretch just around I-95, but highways and byways in New York State are looking good. And 95 is going from New York all the way down to Baltimore, and 95 in the North Bantat, also in the Baltimore Beltway just before the Baltimore area. Alright, look at that MBTA alert at 10:09. Take a look at MBTA alerts. Green line, dimension, Benjamin, minor east family to disabled train at Reservoir. Company rail and ferries are looking good. Peter Channel News Times now 10:09 on this late Tuesday night, and it's time now for a Trevor report. Time now for a weather report. And we had some showers and thunderstorms, barrel through in the air throughout the night. And look at that latest radar, and it shows a line of rain showers stretching from Boston, stretching up to 95, from Boston up to Pottsville, New Hampshire, and up to Southern Maine. That's the band of heavy showers and thunderstorms up the cluster, and it's going to be headed It's going to be one cell headed towards clusters. Clusters will be the next line of heavy rain. And this is a heavy cell thunderstorm could at to sea. And a line of heavy showers and storms off the mid-Maine coast, and a line of showers and storms from the Atlantic to Maine, stretching in down New Brunswick, and a line of showers and storms west of Waterville, Maine, and stretch between Berlin, New Hampshire, and spotty rain showers set on the northern portions of Vermont and down the southern portion of Quebec. And this is the latest on post-tropical column moving away from the east coast of the United States. That's advisory, and there'll be no coast watch from one of the fact that its location 36.5. The north 72.2 west, 205 miles, 330 kilometers east northeast of Cape Hatteras, North Carolina, match the same wind, 60 miles an hour. Present moment, northeast is 40 miles an hour. Minimum set pressure 2.996 million bars, 242 inches. The unknown coast watch warned the fact that 5 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time, the southern tropical cyclone column was located in new latitude 36.5 in the north, 72.2 to the west. Tropical cyclone is moving toward the northeast near 40 miles an hour, and this general motion is expected to continue for the that. Some maximum same with that near 60 miles an hour. Higher gusts, some straight feeling is possible than that. But gradual weekend is expected to begin Wednesday. Total force winds extend outwards at 240 miles, and primarily to the storm southwest of the center that's spinning in the southern pressure 996 millibars at 29.42 inches. Alright, hazardous weather outlook, because tomorrow a few strong 3 from large hail and temperature winds are possible Wednesday afternoon and evening. Alright, 7-day forecast goes like this. For tonight, check the showers the times will remain before 11 p.m. Clouds skies, then gradual cooling will do at 57 degrees southwest of the bottom. Friday, 10 miles at northwest of the midnight, anticipation 30%. Wednesday, scattered showers and thunderstorms and showers like after 2 p.m. Increased skies have at 72 degrees. Wednesday, about 8 miles at anticipation 30%. New rain around 3 to 10 inch, 10 miles possible thunderstorms. Wednesday, scattered showers and thunderstorms before 8 p.m. That also showers between 8 p.m. and 9 p.m. Most skies can do about 49 degrees. West about 7 miles at anticipation 30%. New pitch about 2 less than 10 inch, can have possible thunderstorms. Thursday, parts of the podcast come at 6 about 50 degrees. West about 5 to 30 miles against the side, 25 miles an hour. For Friday, most of the podcast about 6 down about 51 degrees. Saturday, most of the come at 72 degrees. Saturday night, check the showers at 7 p.m. Parts of the podcast at 4 a.m. Most skies come at 57 degrees. Temptation 50%. Sunday, check the showers. Parts of the most skies about 71 about 54 degrees. Temptation 40%. And for Monday, check the showers. Parts of the most skies how about 67 about 55 degrees. Temptation 30%. And for Tuesday, most skies come at 74 degrees. Currently in not near, it is a few clouds, 71 degrees, humidity 59%, 22 above Celsius. That's going to be for the Bearded Channel. 10 o'clock news it's late. Tuesday, June 7th, 2016. Good night. I'll see you tomorrow morning with more report. Good night.